hoodwinking the country that is doing something, that is workaholic, that is dumb, that is autophilia. That is what William Ruto is doing. But William Ruto, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving... Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, sir, for giving me this opportunity, Mr. Speaker. As you know, my name is Okay Doctor from Homa Bay County. And Mr. Speaker, I'm a Cosmo Mentee Homo sapien from Homa Bay, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, with outermost velocity and candor, Mr. Speaker, let me give you the nitty-gritties, the dinky oil, the nuts and bolts, why William Ruto has reduced what he has done. He has reduced what?
Transport.
The transport, the budget, not the transport, but the budget, Mr. Speaker. William Ruto himself has no plan for this country. William Ruto is just hoodwinking the country that is doing something, that is workaholic, that is dumb, that is autophilia. That is what William Ruto is doing. But William Ruto has no plan to develop this country, Mr. Speaker. William Ruto has nothing for us. In fact, if you're waiting for William Ruto to bequeath for you any development in your county, in your constituency, then we will not see any development. Mr. Speaker, William Ruto has taken around 95% of the time doing politics, only leaving 5% of his time doing development, Mr. Speaker. William Samoei Ruto, on Sunday, every Sunday, Mr. Speaker, is going to church. And instead of going to church to speak about God, to speak about Allah, he's speaking about politics, Mr. Speaker. William Ruto has no plan for this country. And Mr. Speaker, you can see from the outset, William Ruto is everything to this government. William Ruto is the president, William Ruto is the vice president, William Ruto is the cabinet secretaries. In fact, what William Ruto has done to us is very bad. William Ruto has designated some cabinet secretaries which cannot see even beyond the nose. They cannot formulate laws. They cannot formulate policies to run the government, Mr. Speaker. The government of William Samoei Ruto, especially the cabinet secretaries, they are lacking identity crisis. In fact, they are lacking identity, Mr. Speaker. We cannot have what is called, if you look at those cabinet secretaries, and you look at the cabinet secretaries of Uhuru Kenyatta, you can see identity, you can see authority in them. You can see, if you see Matiang'i, Mr. Speaker, you will see authority in Matiang'i. And when Matiang'i says something, it is something that with authority and authenticity, Mr. Speaker. But the government of William Samoei Ruto, Akina Murkomen, Akina the education minister, I don't know, it's called Machogu, Mr. Speaker. Those guys are lacking leadership capability. They cannot formulate any law, Mr. Speaker. We are waiting for them in 2027 to floor them, Mr. Speaker. This is a government which have been telling us that the problem that is bedeviling this country is global, Mr. Speaker. That the problem of fuel here is global, Mr. Speaker. If it is global, Mr. Speaker, that the problem that is bedeviling our country is global, which president do we go to? Do we go to Biden, Mr. Speaker, to solve our problem, Mr. Speaker? Do we go to Putin to solve our problem? The only thing that William Ruto can do and this cabinet is to eloquently explain the problem to us, but they cannot deal with the problem that is bedeviling this country, Mr. Speaker. And we are asking them that in 2027, Mr. Speaker, we are going to form a formidable force that is going to take them home, and they are going to see hell there, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much. Okay, Doctor from Hapa.